Were you shocked when Wesley defeated Ramon?
His body is falling apart.
Do you plan to win this year?
It's gonna be a hell of a ride and a super cool show to watch.
What is your diet like during prep?
I ate like shit in the off season. That's a crazy moment for me right now. You know why? Because I watched all your movies back then in my starting days, and now I'm sitting here and talking to you.
Oh, man.
Really cool. That like those movies really kick my ass and keep me motivating my beginner's days. So phenomenal work. I loved it.
Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. You are definitely a man to watch, in bodybuilding. You made a name for yourself very fast, it seems like. So I was looking forward to talking to you, man. I have a lot of questions for you.
Cool. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Let's talk about the Olympia, right? This year. So you've gotten third place 2 years in a row, right? You're up there with a great
Yes.
Chris Bumstead, he's loved by everybody, right? And people in the fitness bodybuilding industry say, well, it's impossible to defeat him. What do you say about that? And do you think some of the things what I hear, like that people can't beat Chris because maybe they're not aggressive enough, like Ramon, for example, he got second place also 2 years in a row, right?
Mhm.
It seems like everybody's too friendly, too nice. Do you see that? What do you think it will take to really beat Chris?
I mean, Chris is an old guy now, so his body is falling apart. But no, all jokes aside, I mean, we are all friendly together. I know that, but it's definitely a rivalry on that stage. And I mean, for me, it's war. I going into the war on that Olympia stage. I don't need to like punch his face before because there is no reason why. I always love to talk like that's what I also miss. I told you before. I want more action in it. It can't be true that the women's bodybuilder at the press conference they did more showing compared to us, but those characters are a little bit. I mean, Ramon is sadly not able to speak the English language, which makes it hard to get a communication with
Right.
him. Like you said, Chris is super nice and a super nice guy. And I mean, I can't like talk to myself on that stage. So that would be super interesting and super funny to get more like a little battle before it and also a little trash talk, like we say nowadays. But I think at the end of the day, everything is possible, you know. Who of the listeners thought Wesley is gonna win the Arnold Classics this year?
Ask
I
you
mean,
that.
I trained with him 2 weeks before that, and he said like, "Wow, that would be amazing to be in that first call out." And then 2 weeks later, he won that shit. So that's the also the great thing about bodybuilding and especially the classic physique. It's so close together. The top five, top six. It's just need to be a little bit, and we saw it 2 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago. Terrence was super close to Chris. It wasn't like an easy victory for Chris. I would say so.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're gonna see it in 8 weeks, and it's gonna be a hell of a ride and a super cool show to watch.
So were you shocked when Wesley defeated Ramon, at the Arnold?
100%, yeah. But it was a cool thing because
Right.
it showed us it's not like political or something stupid what a lot of people think. The judge is gonna judge 100% fair, and it's not from where you are or if you're black or white or yellow, and that's super cool. So I was happy about it. Of course, I wasn't happy because I didn't win, but I was happy to see, okay, it's possible to like win everything, but you need to be on point on a certain day on this morning at 9 a.m. prejudging Las Vegas. So
Right. So
that's
so now suddenly Wesley in a conversation to maybe be in a second place or maybe win. It's like suddenly he became like the guy, you know what I mean? Like the underdog, but like he has a chance now. Do you see him doing a lot of damage this year at Olympia?
It's gonna be up to his mind, I would say, because to be in that underdog position is it's always easier to be that hungry bear or hungry wolf or however you want to call it, climbing up the hill,
Right.
um, compared to be that wolf on the hill. And that's why I also need to give Chris like big credits and big respect for how he's mentally able to stay on that top spot with all his injuries and everything. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's gonna be a mental game.
People are saying there's a rumors that it's going to be his final year competing, Chris Bumstead. Do you think that's true or not?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, is it is it possible? Yes. Is there anything he needs to prove? Even more years? I don't know. Maybe in his heart or in his soul. I really don't know it, but I get the question oftentimes, and I always say to people just like I'm not his manager, so don't ask me.
True.
But yeah, possible.
What is your strategy for Olympia this year? What are you trying to improve? Because obviously you were up there, right? You're the third in the world, basically. You're up there. You
Mm.
know what it takes to be there, right? You deserve to be there. What are you going to do differently this year?
I mean, the one big thing I have is like the age on my side. I mean, that wasn't a good thing the past 3 years because, like you mentioned before, I started super young, and we all know maturity and density needs that time and the quality. I was lucky that I had good quality back then as well, but to really be like on top of the world, like win the Olympia. That was the only thing I really I missed in my physique. That was the density, with especially my back, what comes with years of training, and to see how the body change every season you do. Like right now on prep, my fat and water is gonna go away super evenly from all parts of the body. And back then, I know exactly when I started, my ass was super fat and my abs were like stage ready, but I had to go so much deeper in cut to get like the glutes free. And now my glutes are straight the whole year. But the back wasn't like as mature as it is right now. And I would say the time is definitely on my side, and we just need to keep on working.
What is your
That's
diet like?
sometimes the magic.
Right, right. What is your diet like during prep? How many calories do you eat? How often do you eat? What is your regimen like?
So I work together with Stefan Kienzel. I'm sure you heard this name because he definitely got some great athletes. I mean, he has like 16 or 17 qualified athletes for the Olympia, and he's definitely the guru of the year for me. We're working together since over five years now, and it's super cool. I trusted him from like the day I won my pro card until now, and I definitely not gonna change, because it works great, and he like schedules all my training and all my food and supplements, and he's really smart about it. So I eat like 7 meals a day, but super, yeah, you think, wow, but those meals are consist of like 100 grams of veggies and 150 grams of chicken, raw weighted. So really not that much, but we keep the food volume low, and it works great, to be honest, but also high carb diet. And yeah, over the years, also my calorie expenditure, or like because of more muscle mass, the calories I can diet with increased. So I had diets going down to like 1800 calories and 2 hours of cardio, but I think that I did this the last time
How
when I
much of
won.
cardio you said? 2 hours of cardio?
Yeah, that's what I did 2021, where when I won my first pro show, the Tampa Pro, and qualified the first time for the Olympia. That was pretty rough, but since then we like up regulated my metabolism over the years, and Honestly, I ate like shit in the off season until I started to work with my coach. So off season was always mama's food at home,
Polish food?
kielbasi, and all the good stuff. You
Nice.
know, pierogi here and there. That gives you the real power you need. But no, all jokes aside, it wasn't that productive off seasons, and now I'm really dialed in, and so we are able to get in with more calories into the prep and everything.
How much cardio do you do now? You're in prep. Do you do a lot of cardio still?
Just 31 minutes, 5 times a week.
31, not 30, but 31.
31 minutes. I call it the Sonderzuschlag. It's a German word I like created for the whole community to do it, because my thinking about it is like everybody of my competition is doing 30, you know. So I go with 31. I do always a little bit more extra. Not too much. 2 minutes more would be too much. But that 1 minute is like I want it more than the rest, you know. And that's how I approach my whole life, and just try to give a little bit more to my posing every day, and not just once a week for my coach. I like try to really perfectionate all I'm doing, and that helps a lot, not only in sport, also in life, in business, in my relationship, and um, that's how I became a better human being overall.
Who do you want to see win the men's open Mr. Olympia this year? Who are you rooting for in that division?
Since I saw Andrew in Texas, I'm like,
Andrew?
wow, Andrew is looking phenomenal. That's like my kind of perspective I have on bodybuilding, to be honest. He just combines everything,
Mhm.
the flow, the aesthetic, the big muscles, the proportion. Of course, some of his poses can be tweaked a little bit better, but that's super cool. All my boy Martin Fitzwater, I saw live in New York,
Mhm.
was also so cool that he was so close to Nick, because he just like looked like great from top to bottom with the flow and everything. And that's really bodybuilding for me. Of course, it's in the open class, it's also about muscle mass, but if you just have mass and no quality, I mean, there is a saying, if mass would be everything, the elephant would be the king of the jungle, you know? And it's
Sure.
not the case.
Do you plan to win this year? Do you think you will bring your best
Yes,
to get the first place?
yes. I have a little, see this? I see this every day when I watch on my computer.
Nice.
It's Mr. Olympia 2024, Urs Kalecinski.
That's
It's
good.
it's manifested, brother.
Beautiful, man. Well, I'm gonna see you at the Olympia. We're actually working on a documentary,
Oh, nice.
working on an
Cool.
Olympia documentary, that 60th anniversary this year. So I'm gonna see you there in person. We're gonna be filming pretty much in backstage, the front stage, everywhere. So I'm definitely gonna say what's
Sweet. Yeah, let's keep in touch, and let me know if you
uh,
want to shoot something before.
yeah, absolutely. The week of the competition. 21, some people don't even mature.
Bro, you're a fucking miracle bear.
When you started bodybuilding, you only had like one barbell.
I look like shit. I'm not even good enough to do it.
What's the most thing you love about bodybuilding?
I also get the attention from the girls.